Hello guys, welcome back to another FIFA 22 custom tactics video. Today is the 4-1-2-1-2 second custom tactics and instructions. We're going to get straight into it now. I haven't done this formation in a while. Starting off with the player instructions: stay central, get in behind and stay forward on both of your strikers, are both the same. Before I carry on, just sorry if you can't hear me very well. I can't talk properly, as you can see, messed up my jaw, but anyway, I'm going to try and do it as best as I can. So stay forward, get in behind and stay central, both your strikers. For your cam, stay forward to help out the strikers and get into the box across to be overloading the box and pretty much just making more chances inside the box. For your two centre mids, you want cover centre on both of them, staying in their position, and then I recommend just leaving the rest as default as possible and not really changing the rest too much, just leave it how it is. The cover centre on both of those. For your CDM, I would recommend to use cut passing lanes to stop the opposition passing round, making through balls into your box to their attackers. Stay back while attacking, so he's always staying back just above the defensive line and not pushing forward, so he's always between the two centre backs, just ahead. And then cover centre, so once again always in the centre, keeping that diamond shape in the middle with the four midfielders. Two centre backs always leave default. Now for your fullbacks, I recommend going with attacking fullbacks because there's no wingers, so you want your fullbacks running up and down the line attacking. I recommend going with balanced attack and overlap. If you do want your fullbacks to stay back, then just go with stay back while attacking and leave the rest default. Personally, I think balanced attack and overlap like this does work better on this formation. It just seems more suited for it, especially because there's no wingers, so you want your fullbacks to be making crosses and you're only wide players on this formation, but it's up to you which one you want to go for. Personally, I go with balanced attack and overlap. Now for your goalkeeper, comes across it, so your keeper's coming off his line more to defend corners and crosses, and you also want sweeper keeper, so he's being more aggressive, coming outside his box, challenging the opponent for loose balls and through balls. So now to the custom tactics. For your defensive style, I personally recommend sticking on balanced. I don't really like using a press too much this game. They were sort of better last year. They just sort of drag your plays out of position too easily and drain too much energy. So we're going to be sticking with balance on the defensive style. For the width, we're going to be going with 40, making it slightly narrower, just bringing those fullbacks in a tiny bit narrower, making it harder for your opposition to get through the middle, but also stopping them getting too far out wide, just playing out wide the whole time if you go too narrow. For the depth, we're going to go with 70. 70 and above depth gets an automatic offside trap. If you go below 70, you won't get this, so 70 is the minimum we're going with. So we're not playing a too high line, but we're still getting that automatic offside trap and still playing a high line, so when we win the ball back, we are high up the pitch and not sitting deep, letting the opponent have all the possession. For the build-up play, fast build-up and direct passing. Fast build-up works so well with the 4-1-2-1-2 second. Always has done. Sometimes balance can work better, but fast build-up I still think is my favourite to go with. For the chance creation, we're going with direct passing as well. It is just the meta this year. Pretty much go with it on every single formation. I don't know any formation that I don't use direct passing on. Sometimes forward runners, but as you've been playing FIFA, I mean, I'm guessing you all know by now, it's obviously July already. Direct passing is what you want to be going with, especially at this point in the game. For some reason, this FIFA, it just works so well, and that hasn't changed. That is pretty much it for the tactics there. So players and box, I recommend staying on 4. Sorry, I missed out the attacking width. For the attacking width, I recommend going with 70. Really push your formation, push your players out slightly wider than default when attacking it. All it's going to do is really push the fullbacks out. The midfielders will stay where they are. It's going to push those fullbacks right up against the touchlines. They are better, more attacking. Don't go with 70 if you're sticking with the defensive fullbacks. But if you want to go with attacking fullbacks, then use 70 to really maximise how wide they are going. Players in box on 4, just because we have manually chosen what players we want going into the box. And if we have too many players going into the opposition box, it is going to get a bit messy and you're going to have too many players high up the pitch. Corners on 2 and free kicks on 2. And that's everything for today's video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll reply as quickly as possible. Have a good rest of your day and goodbye.